guys, it's me again, filming another night vlog. I like the night mode on the camera. I like the way it picks up taillights and stuff. I don't know, I'm goofy like that. Anyway, I figured since I'm on the road, and I have the helmet camera on anyway, might as well record some stuff for you guys. And I recently asked, what are some things you guys would like to hear about? And your responses were interesting. A lot of people wanted to know what I'd do if I won the lottery. So, I'll talk about that. Another interesting one that people asked is, how did I get into motorcycling? And that's one of those things that it doesn't take too long to talk about, so I'll talk about that. So today's vlog is how I got onto a bike. And started off when I was a kid. We'll say 5. We'll ballpark it at 5 years old. My dad put me on an ATC. I've always liked ATCs and dirt toys, but I don't get out very often on those. But when I was a kid, we lived in a more desert kind of area, so I did. Got to ride dirt bikes and quads and ATCs for a long time. I count that as my start. But when I was maybe 12 or 13, maybe a little bit older than that, maybe 14, anyway, not the point. Point is, my father got himself a Ninja. I'm pretty sure it was a Ninja 5. I'll post a picture of it here. Anyway, that was my father's Ninja. And he got that in the mid-90s. And it was really cool. And he dressed all in black and everything. Matter of fact, the jacket I am wearing right now was his jacket when he rode that bike. Anyway, that was when I got my first real taste of street bikes as opposed to dirt bikes. And I'd always been kind of fascinated by motorcycles. I think every young boy is. But that kind of sparked my interest. And then he got rid of his bike. He witnessed an accident on the freeway and he got scared. So he sold that bike. So for a few years, my interest in bikes faded because I didn't have anything in my face. Well, then my mom got divorced from my father and eventually got remarried. The guy that she got remarried to had a Harley. And so I got to go on like maybe 2 rides on the Harley with my stepfather before my stepfather had to pawn the bike to pay some past due bill or something. I don't remember the story on that. But he got rid of the bike. And so I started having the conversation with Mom because at that point I was in high school. Started having the conversation that maybe I'd like to get into motorcycles. And she basically told me that if I ever got on a bike, I'd have to move out. She had no interest in me learning how to ride a motorcycle. She figured they were too dangerous, etc. You know, all the things that parents tell their kids. Well then, what? I gotta think now, like 8 years after they sold that Harley, my mom decided for Valentine's Day to buy my stepdad a new bike to replace the one he'd pawned. But she was also trying to be thrifty about it. So she bought him a Goldwing. An older Goldwing, like a 90s Goldwing. And it was a sweet bike. It was so cool. But that kind of got the family back interested in motorcycles. You know what I mean? We all would go for rides as passengers. I was still a younger guy. Teenager. Like 19. I'd be a passenger now and then. Anyway, at one point my mom and my stepdad went for a ride together, and my mom got scared because she was out of control of the bike. As a passenger, she didn't have a whole lot of say in the matter of where they were going. So she decided to get her own bike. The day she came home with her bike that she found on Craigslist, which is a V-Star 650 Classic, sexy beast. I'll put a picture of that here. Me and my brother threw a major hissy fit. We were like, hey, you're a total hypocrite. You told us we could never have motorcycles or we'd have to move out, and here you are riding one. And he's riding one too. What the hell? And Mom said, you know what? You boys are right. So, she went on Craigslist and found a guy who was selling not one, but 2 motorcycles. Bundle discount kind of thing. She got 2 bikes for $1,500. And they were old, used bikes. The KZ550, my bike. I'll put that one here. And a Nighthawk 450, my brother's bike. I'll see if I can find a picture of that one, and if I can, I'll put it here. And those were mine and my brother's first machines. Helps if I put the bike in gear, doesn't it? Anyway, we rode the piss out of those bikes. Seriously, there was no place I wanted to go that I wasn't on 2 wheels. And that, as they say, is history. Like, that started it for me, and since then I've been on 2 wheels. I've had the KZ, I had a Honda Interceptor, then I had the ZX6. When the motor on the ZX6 blew up, I temporarily had a Magna 750 that was kind of bobbered out a little bit, not really, but kind of. And now I'm back on the ZX6. And I have to tell you, being on 2 wheels has changed my life for the better in so many ways. Before I got on 2 wheels, nothing in my life made sense to me. The way I carried myself, the way I drove cars, none of it really worked. Like, I was a freak in a car. I didn't really like wrenching on cars. I wasn't like a big gearhead or anything. But when I got on 2 wheels, everything suddenly made sense. Everything just sort of clicked for me. And since then, there's been no turning back. If I'm off my bike for a day, I start to feel weird. Like, I don't fit anywhere else. But when I'm on a bike, cruising down the street, carving a canyon, going on a sober run for the weekend, whatever it is, doesn't matter. When I'm on 2 wheels, everything makes sense. So, that's the story of how I got into bikes. And I hope it's been informative for you guys. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment. I'm not gonna like badger you guys begging for comments and likes and stuff, but I really enjoy having conversations with you guys in the comments. And if you want to do a video response, go for it. Some of my first motovlog things were video responses sitting in my room with my helmet on. So, please, feel free to video respond. I love those things. And I think that's it. I'm almost home, so I'll see you guys on the next one.